What's up, everybody? So we're going to Blade Show Day 2, and I'm going to show you all, of course, the highlights of things that I thought were cool, and I'm going to try and shoot some of the other showroom that was in there. So I spent pretty much the whole entire day in the big showroom on the first day. This day we're going to have some of the smaller showroom and maybe a little bit of the bigger showroom kind of sprinkled in too. And then, of course, on the last day, we're going to probably show some of the vendors that do some of the tools and things like that. But for right now, let's go ahead. Let's do day 2. See what kind of piques my interest and what I think is cool. And then, of course, I'm probably going to scoop up a couple of things. And I will show y'all those whenever we get back to the hotel tonight. And see what we ended up scooping up, and I'll do some takeaways and some conversations that I had with cool makers and things like that. So let's go ahead, let's get it. Day 2, see how it goes. Alright guys, let's go ahead and wrap up day 2 of this particular vlog series. Now, those were the highlights for day 2. Some of those things were filmed in the smaller showroom, some of them were filmed in the bigger showroom, but those were the highlights from day 2. Those were the things that really caught my eye and made me think, that's pretty cool. One of those, actually, they did the blacksmith style knife. So what you typically see with the little rat tail that you then fold back over and it looks like a blacksmith knife. Well, they actually added scales to the side of it so you could see it looked like it was just a full tang knife with a really cool guard off the front of it. But that's what that was. That was a blacksmith style knife with scales on it. And that was actually, that was a first for me to actually see that. So that was pretty cool. And he showed me a cool like thumb rest that is forged in that I'm going to be showing y'all on one of the forged to finish knives that we've been working on with that round bar. So I'm going to show y'all that technique. He showed me what he did and gave me some tips on it, so y'all are going to get to see that process on the next, I don't know if it's going to be the next one we're doing or the one after that, but you're going to get to see that process, which will be pretty cool. And then of course I saw a whole bunch of other things, talked to a bunch of cool vendors. We're probably going to focus more on some of the vendor stuff tomorrow because there's not going to be as many people and I'll be able to get better shots of that stuff. So some of the grinders and cool things that they brought to the show this go around, y'all get to see that on the Sunday one, which will release on Monday. So be looking forward to that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff that I got today. I didn't get a whole bunch of stuff, but what I did get is pretty cool. So for one, kind of the simpler thing, I got some more of the Wicked Wax. So this guy right here, these are the sample size of Wicked Wax and Wicked Clean. Now, what I was told with these, I was talking to a guy named Chad Kimmel. So with the Wicked Wax, this is what you put on the blade for, you know, your day-to-day use and stuff like that as a good coating. The Wicked Clean though, this stuff right here, he was telling me what it does is it kind of evens out the patina on knives that you're going to be using by cleaning off some of the patina that's on there and making it to where it patinas more even as you use it, which is pretty cool on like chef's knives and stuff like that that you're cutting tomatoes and different things. He said this is the stuff that you use, the Wicked Clean, and then once you use that, you can use the Wicked Wax to go ahead and put that on the blade as a coating. And all of it's food safe. So it's pretty cool. I'll be using these. I've got a few of these sample ones that I'm going to be using. I've got a few more at the shop, and then of course these right here. So those are going to come in handy. Now, other than that, I did get another thing that was given to me, and that was these scales right here. Not super big, but these were from Brian with B Cone Knives. He's another one of the YouTubers that does the YouTube Knife Makers Challenge, and he gave this to me for me to try out. He said that they, you know, they grind super smooth and super easy, and they buff out real well. He showed me one of the ones that were on his knife, and I'm looking forward to using these. I've got a cool little build that I'm going to be, you know, actually putting these on, and that's going to be pretty cool. Also, scooped up a hammer. So this bad boy right here, John Norwood, boom, that right there. Of course, y'all have probably seen this YouTube channel right here. Got this hammer from him, and this is I think it's a 2-pound, 2.5 pound little hammer right there, a little cross peen. Of course, I used a straight peen in one of the videos that I just did by the Two Bastards Forge, and I saw this one and he had them priced really well, and I thought, yeah, I'm definitely gonna scoop one of those up. I like getting the hammers from my fellow YouTubers because I get to support them, plus I get to use their stuff in my videos. My big 5-pound rounding hammer is by Elijah with Fire Creek Forge. That's the one that y'all see me use that has that real big head on it. That's from him, and this is from John Norwood, so that's pretty cool. I like that. So Old Hickory Forge, got one of his hammers. That thing looks absolutely awesome. Crazy thing, This is hammer number 1261. That right there is you putting out a lot of hammers. So that's a pretty cool little thing that I grabbed there. One of the other things that I got, which I'm really happy about, is actually a a non-fixed bladed knife. So prior to being a knife maker, I was a knife collector. I've had a lot of knives, I've collected a lot of knives, and I currently have an absolute obscene amount of knives. There's one that I've wanted for a while, and I was able to get it in a few. Now this is a folder top. I was able to get it with a few things that you typically don't get, which is really cool. And it's actually just a little Kershaw. This guy right here with a deep pocket clip. But what I really like, this guy right here. That beautiful blade finish right there. Cool thing is, it is in Magna Cut. So one of their made in USA blades. It's not one of the made in China's, and made in USA, and it's in Magna Cut, which I really like, and it's got that beautiful stonewash finish. But that right there, I've wanted one of these for a while, and I was able to scoop one up. So I'm really happy about that guy right there. So of course, as a knife maker, you don't really buy many knives. Me, I don't make folders, I don't make things like this. So if I'm ever going to scoop up a knife or purchase one, this is going to be the style. And I love this deep carry pocket clip, and it's just a beautiful, fun knife. So I'm really excited about that. So those were the things that I scooped up today. Of course, I got a ton of sticker packs and different things like that, so that's going to be pretty cool. And one of the things that I was going to show y'all, I got this actually yesterday as a gift. This little this little hammer right here. Chip Carlisle, that does the podcast with me, ordered this for me, and we're gonna see how it works out. He said that it might not be the hardest thing in the world, but I was thinking if it doesn't turn out to be a good, like, super usable hammer, I might do some sort of like cool Thor's style hammer with it and change it around quite a bit. But that's a cool little guy right there. It's 1,000 something. It says 1,000 in there, so I don't know if that's grams or I don't know. It's probably from overseas, so it's probably one of those measurements that they use. It's 1,000 something kilograms, maybe. I don't know, but that is the stuff that I scooped up. And you know, the big takeaways from today was being able to talk with a bunch of other just creators and people who were, you know, doing some of the things that I want to do moving forward. I plan on having tables at these shows next year and talking to people about some of their production knives, or being able to scale it up a little bit to create some cool stuff. And as I start getting into that, I'm going to give you the info that they give me. Some of the things that they've learned and how the growing pains, they're going to help me kind of skip that. And I'm going to try and impart that knowledge on y'all as well as I get into that particular phase of my knife making. So I'm going to bring y'all along with me, and you're going to get to see some of that stuff. Hopefully y'all looking forward to it. Y'all let me know what you saw in the video that really stood out from the different makers that I showed off on their tables for today. Let me know in the comment section down below what you really thought was cool, and let me know if you're liking this particular series. I'm always interested to hear those things, so comment section down below, guys. That is a wrap for day 2. You know what? Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all next time.